gamer. Drip is a life changer. Now all I do is chill and write bangers. Morph into the green like the White Ranger. Taking my block to the top just like Jenga. Danger, step on up and get roasted. I'm just trying to make some change like Drip coasted. Toasted like daily, put you under hypnosis. Fuck around with another dev and get ghosted. It's hopeless. We so bullish like Mike Jordan. All the fun fading away is quite enormous. Building a bridge, kinda like a chorus for those missing in action like Chuck Norris. Run for us, run away, don't come back. We stick together, on point like thumbtacks. Grab the Iron Man, they gone from one snap. Going hard for the network, that's a fun fact. Danger, step on up and get roasted.
Yo, what up? Who in the building? Can you guys hear me? Oh man, it's Thanksgiving for you guys, so I didn't think about that. So there's probably not that many of you joining. You should be spending time with your families, not listening to me ramble on about drip and DeFi and all the drama with CZ, and even outside of that, man, with Elon and Sam Altman. It's crazy. Crazy. What up, Matt Ewing? Appreciate it. Levels are good. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, as not celebrated out here. No such thing as Thanksgiving in Cambodia. They do have a lot of expats when you travel the world, but it depends on how many Americans are in that city you're living in to find out if they're going to be doing any of the typical American holidays like 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, these kinds of things. Your Thanksgiving dinner is over. You good? Awesome. Well, hope you enjoyed it. I didn't have turkeys are actually hard to find out here as well, man. There's like one turkey farm, so it's not a normal bird, which is interesting because they do a lot of chickens and some other native birds, so they would definitely be able to raise chickens. I heard there are turkeys. There's like one turkey farm here, but they're always super expensive because they usually import them. But I know they could raise them here. It's not an issue of climate, but I guess turkey is just not a Southeast Asia kind of meat. Okay, drip is finished. Well, that may be your opinion. It's still there. Still got my drip, just like any other token on the blockchain. It all depends on the amount of liquidity in it. So finished is only if devs rug pull a token or it gets exploited and all the liquidity is drained. There's still utility and liquidity in the drip token. It may not be what we want it to be, but it's still there. So I disagree. I'm betting on the community, as I said before. And speaking of the community, the kitchen sink devs, 7.7 million drip tokens that they've collected. So if they can do that, then others can as well, and almost burned 1 million now already. So that's impressive. Off topic, but curious if you checked out Stableswap, outside money earned from over-the-counter crypto exchange in the Philippines, 7 days left to get in for one. I heard about it, but I haven't looked into it, so I don't have a dog in that race to be able to say otherwise. It's a lot of opportunities out there in DeFi. That's the thing. Like, you never know what's going to happen, and as Ricky Bobby said, if you're not first, you're last. And that definitely seems to be the trend in DeFi. So if you can get in early on projects and you can make bank, as long as you're okay with kind of making bank off of exit liquidity of other people, it's definitely a dog eat dog kind of environment. What's going to get new people? What's going to get new people when it looks like a rug pull? Drip doesn't look like a rug pull. That's actually the one benefit of the drip token. A rug pull is a straight red candle. Drip just has low buy volume. So rug pulls happen all in one fell swoop, or we should call them exploits as well, right? Because some projects we know were quote unquote exploited and liquidity's pulled out. This is just shitty price action. Like, you can see buy volume and everything happening in the drip token. Like, that is not a rug pull. Anyone who's been in crypto longer than 30 days knows that this chart does not look like a rug pull. Even if you go out to the monthly candles, you can zoom out and see. It's not the best looking chart, but it looks very similar to meme tokens. There's even a green month in there somewhere. What is that? What green month is that? Was that the No Sell August campaign or something? So this on the daily doesn't look like a rug pull. Even on the monthly doesn't. These are just no community support, no utility, no buy volume. Basically, is all it boils down to. And we look at the sell volume. This isn't a rug pull either. Like 1.9K. Like nobody's participating. That's the issue. So. Again, I don't think it's dead because the community is still creating utility. That's the good thing. Now, utility is nothing unless you get people to want to buy the token. So all depend on how attractive these new utility products are. So that's what I'm waiting on. That's why I haven't sold any drip since then, because there's still potential with utility projects. Perfect example, again, the kitchen sink. Now, this is just drip in, drip out, but the fact that they've amassed 7, damn near call it 8 million drip tokens in the course of just about a month and some change, that lets you know that the community is still there and engaged, and they're looking to degen. So if something comes out that gets them excited, then they'll do so. Carol protocol on base pretty much was all the drip community degens that got 1 million in liquidity in the first couple months. Or I'm sorry, on base within like a 1 week, it got to 1 million. Maybe it's like 3 days. I can't remember. On BNB side, on base, it took longer. And that one looks like a rug pull. So if you want to look at charts, now, of course, I'm not saying it is, not saying it isn't. That's outside my detective skills for blockchain analysis. Supposedly, this was all just the development and swap over and maybe bad timing and new contracts or whatever. But when you see this on a chart, that gives you pause. So that's all in one day, this right here. So when your token drops, what is that, over 50% in one day, just under 50%? That looks like a rug pull. Actually, a rug pull would be more like 70 to 100% liquidity drained. But that's just DeFi, man. It is what it is. If we claimed all our drip, how can we make money? If you claim it, then it's still sitting in your wallet and you make money off of it by holding and hoping, or you sell it and take the loss. I still have mine sitting in my wallet. So it's really up to you. Drip Potluck team made it. I'm loving it so far. Yeah, I haven't looked at Drip Potluck in a while. When I looked at that before, people stopped playing it. Like it didn't get enough hype. That was a good idea, but there was not enough marketing or hype to push this forward either. So as of right now, I think there's very few people playing this actively. Let's see. Yeah, 0, 0, 0, 0. Yep. Let's look at the contract. Potluck. But again, it was a great idea, but it all depends on support. So that's not the contract address I'm looking for. This one. Is that the same one? But the point is that there are teams and communities out there building and stuff like that. And so who knows how this will shape up, you know, with the bull run, with BNB price. Well, who knows now with CZ and all this stuff that came out about him. But I think he just took that fall on the sword kind of sacrificial lamb play, because there are still big things coming for Binance. So I don't believe it's going anywhere. Of course, the SEC and the alphabet soup gang from the US want control of the crypto markets, and the best way to do that is with Coinbase. So it doesn't look good for BNB right now. But ironically, I think it's still holding up rather well, to say the least. Where are we at with BNB? Yeah, 235. It didn't even drop below 200 on the news with CZ. So that shows the resilience of the community, or the BNB peeps, I guess you could say. So that in and of itself is not bad. Can't complain. And if you were in long enough, you will remember Arthur Hayes and BitMEX. He had the exact same thing happen to him way back in 2020. DOJ charges, anti-money laundering, all the same exact stuff. And he was actually a U.S. citizen, whereas CZ is not, nor was Binance. So if Arthur Hayes got away with a slap on the wrist, I'm imagining CZ will as well, because it's literally the exact same charges. So they pled guilty to willfully failing to establish, implement, and maintain anti-money laundering. The exact same charges they gave CZ. Hayes was sentenced to 6 months of home confinement with 2 years probation. He also agreed to pay $10 million fine, representing his pecuniary gain from the offense. CZ's fine was much heavier than this, so they were clearly trying to make a statement. But the fact that he's not a U.S. citizen and Arthur Hayes was, so they have the CFTC, all of them, it's SEC, they have no jurisdiction over anything CZ does. So him just accepting the plea just seems as though they're trying to bury the hatchet, move things forward. SafeMoon CEO was arrested, which was funny. Lost a lot of money there before I jumped in Drip. Yeah, it lost a lot of money in Drip. I'm sure. That's the thing, man. This whole space is like, yeah, if you're not in the know behind the scenes with some projects when they first launch, then you're more than likely too late. And that's the issue as a content creator, because you're getting paid to shield these things. And yeah, the content creators can make money, and therefore they make content showing that they're making money. And it kind of perpetuates this narrative that things are safe when it's really not. So there's just a small handful of people making money in DeFi using the degen side. Like there's plenty of people making money with holding, yield farming, these kinds of things. But when you get into the degen side, it's a very small few. They took like 110 million in liquidity. Yeah, SafeMoon, crazy. Same thing, Seifu, I would say. But again, quote unquote, according to Brian Legend, that wasn't a rug pull. That was just contracts acting as they should. But yeah, we just see this time and time again. And there's nothing you can really do besides play the game with the rules in place and hope for the best, or don't play at all. I guess that's another option. But we will see how things shape up. So I'm still in my B&B side on the kitchen sink. What is that? They got 247 B&B there. And I put in one B&B and I have 2.4 deposited. So not bad. I will probably start claiming now. I haven't done any claims yet on this. And I'm still not in this. I'm not getting this at all. Like I said, staying away from that. But I like what they're doing. I just don't want to gamble away the little drip I got. Speaking of gambling, I got a video coming out about this. I took a play on Triple D a couple of days ago now. There was, I think it was it's an incentive by the Drip Warriors group. So I think they periodically stuff the pot, so to speak. And there was about 1,600 drip or something like that available for the prize pool. And I did a sacrifice for $6 and got about $40 back. So made a quick 6x ROI on drip, of course. And as things continue to go downhill, it'll be worth less than that in the future, near-term future. Hopefully in the long-term future, it'll be more. But I think I sacrificed a total of, I don't know, 300, something like that. 500, maybe 500 drip, and got 3,700 somewhere. Can't remember. So there's still things going on. Not right now. If you look at this, there's 7 drip in the prize pool, but community is constantly trying to do stuff to revitalize this. And as we sit and wait to see what is happening with the animal farm and stuff like that. At least you have, again, community team members and leaders doing other things on the sidelines. So I'm still waiting also to see Wasteland Labs, because Wasteland Labs, they have good production value for their content. So, and a lot of kind of teasing. They made this new video, Lord of the Flies, 5 days ago. And it's basically talking about, I guess after the boom, whatever that's supposed to be for them, and how the community is at war with one another. And they make some reference to the Lord of the Flies and the beast that was in that book. And then in this little story they're weaving together about people in the community calling, basically mocking the leader, so to speak, by putting a pig on a pike or wearing pig mask. And they say this to blatantly disrespect the leader who built the city. So I have no idea what story they're weaving together, but I do like kind of how they're doing it, like the deep plot, so to speak. Stableswap, I'm telling you, check it out. Money generator from in real life business. Safest thing I've seen in my 5-year crypto journey. Yeah, I will look into it, but I probably won't be getting into it, but I'll definitely look into it. What's the website? Stableswap.io.net.com. None of these. Yep, none of those look good. That's a Medium post on Stableswap. Nope, this is from 2019. That's just talking about what Stableswap is. Yeah, I'll have to look it up and see. I was hoping it would come up through the Brave browser, but oh, it could be this one, stableswap.finance. Is that the one? Let's see. Oh yeah, I do think I remember seeing a site like this. If this is it, the simple UI. No, this isn't it. I think you're talking about something else. Yeah, this is definitely not it. Anywho, yeah, I'll look into it. Don't know what it is off the top of my head, what the website was, but I did see it in the chats in Telegram. So the idea is there. Looks like we got 2 people in the chat. So man, I'm not going to keep dragging this out. You guys go back and hang out with your families, or take a nap from the itis if you had enjoyed a big Thanksgiving dinner. Something to that effect is better than listening to me ramble, as I've stated multiple times before. So we can put this one to bed. To bed, I said. But keep your eyes peeled. We'll see what happens, man, in the near future with drip developments and community projects, things of that nature. So it's not over till it's over. And over is once all the liquidity is completely drained from the contract. And technically then it's not over either, because like, perfect example, man, we were talking about this in another Telegram. BNB Miner. How has that contract sustained itself that long? Let's look at that real quick. That is the perfect example of simplicity, sustainability, transparency, everything. This thing has been going on for 2 years plus, and it is literally a Ponzi. You don't get paid unless new people come in, and it only pays out what is put in. So the fact that this has been running with no issues is just fascinating. Insane. And it's just proof that even if the contract goes to zero, or goes really low, let's just say, suspicious activities, it can still weather the storm. So you got 558 BNB in this thing, man. $131,000. Kitchen sink devs wanted to get more than BNB Miner. I think that's their goal. So they have a little ways to go. But that is impressive. Impressive. So again, that just goes back to my point about Drip. So Drip has some sustainability mechanics. It has at least a community of people interested in it. What did this thing start at? 54 BNB. So it hasn't even gotten back down to this low that it launched at back in March of 2021 with a measly 19 BNB. That is crazy. And it shot all the way up to, this is the high. Wow, 11,000 BNB, $2.7 million for a literal Ponzi degen gamble. That's it. So this is my hope again about Drip, man. Like if something like this is just a degen Ponzi, then why can't Drip community actually come back from the dead? You know, why not? Why not us if BNB Miner? So don't know. Cyber Crypto, how about them Cowboys? Didn't watch, but how about them? I used to be definitely a Cowboys fan. Living in Texas pretty much my whole life. I was more of the boys back with the Emmett and Irving and Aikman, that dream team, three Pete's. That's when I was rocking out with the Cowboys. I haven't watched sports probably in like 2 decades. That's how bad it is. No basketball, no football, no baseball, nothing. Didn't even watch the Olympics or the Super Bowl. None of it. Haven't seen it. So I couldn't tell you. Out here, they're big on international football, aka soccer for us American people. So that is definitely a big thing to watch. But I don't watch it. Do not. I knew you were real one. Yeah, man, Drip can definitely bounce back. Yeah, it's got a much bigger community than some of these other literal meme Ponzi degen plays. It's just a matter of getting the right eyeballs on it, maybe the right sauce from the macro environment, man. So maybe this is the catalyst we need with CZ stepping down and the SEC getting their talons into things and maybe pushing the BlackRock ETF or whatever. Like maybe this is the regulation that bigger money is looking for and that can eventually spill over into other areas. So it's not all doom and gloom. That's a big fine for Binance, but they got the money. Like they got that sitting in the treasury. So that's like less than 4% of their treasury that they can pay that fine. So it is not the end of crypto by any means. This might just be the final catalyst that we need for things to take off. That's the hope. So if we were to experience a nice little BNB pump and we get some decent community projects and the ETF and all that stuff, we could be off to the races with Drip for sure. There's some cool games being developed. I'm still on the fence about the AI Drip team and the wrap Drip feature, but wrapping Drip is definitely a smart play. Now, I don't know anything about the team and whether they are SAFU, but I can appreciate and respect the development side. So being able to wrap Drip and use it cross-chain opens up a whole host of opportunities for legitimate developers and games and stuff like that, play to earn, just regular casino games. Because every time you move Drip currently, that's taxed. So if any of you are poker fans, you got to imagine, so you would buy in. So that's going from your wallet to the pot that you buy in to get your chips. So it goes to the house basically. So that's one transaction because you transferred there. Then you are going to be making your ante and making your bets around the rounds. So that is other, if you're using Drip, every time it's being moved to the ante, to a raise, to a call, whatever, those are all taxed. So Drip cannot be used in games like that, especially if you're trying to make it transparent. Now, if you have it kind of like stake, then you can use house chips without the transparency and use a different token and then just get paid out in drip. But this wrapping feature would allow you to be able to use drip. So same thing for blackjack. You know, if you split or double down, that's making another bet. That means you are moving your tokens from your wallet to the table wallet. So those would all be taxed. But if it has a wrapping feature, then again, that's an amazing thing to offer. So we will see what comes of it. I'm not following it too deeply, but I like the idea. That's all I can say. Cyber crypto seems like a bull run, maybe incoming soon. Yeah, for sure. What is the halvings like? There's actually a calculator for it. Bitcoin halving countdown clock. I've seen it, but it's like less than 6 months away, I think. 120 some odd days is what I remember seeing. Let's see if this updates here. 145, sorry, correction. So it's still less than 6 months. Now, it doesn't mean you go straight off to the moon there, but that does mean that the miners have to charge more, raise the price, because if not, they can't afford to mine Bitcoin. If they can't afford to mine Bitcoin, then they can't afford to also validate Bitcoin. And then that also means that there is no blockchain. So it's a built-in price shock and supply shock that just has to happen, and the market adjusts to it. So because of that happening at this roughly point in time, then it affects everything else going forward. So speculation changes. So sometime next year, for sure, we will be well into a bull run. What I'm hearing the smarter people than me say is that around this time, we'll be sitting at around the 40 to 60K range. So basically back to the previous all-time high. So it's going to slowly creep up to that level around there, probably closer to 50. And then it breaks through that in the latter half of the year, all the way up until, I think it's, I can't think of his name right now, but it's like June to June. So June 25, I think, is when we would go back in the crypto fall, roughly. So you have basically 1 year from this halving that we would see that blow off top, trace up to like 150K, 200K, 100 to 200K is what everybody's calling for. So that in and of itself, you're talking at least a 3x right there in Bitcoin, 3 to 5x from current prices. So alts usually pump higher than that. So you can see a 5 to 7x. That puts BNB at $1,000. So that would be crazy for drip. That in and of itself just automatically 5x's the current price. So I'm waiting for it. I ain't gonna sell it at these prices. Should have been selling at $5. I made that one big sell at 5. Not big, but that was the first time. So at this stage now, man, it's pennies and I don't really care. Just gonna leave it. I'm not putting any more money back in it. I did gamble, like I said, with the Triple D that day. That one's okay for me, because I'm just gambling the drip I have to get more drip. But yeah, other than that, that's it. So I'm going to cap it right there. 33 minutes into the stream. Let you guys, again, hang out with the rest of your families. Enjoy the remainder of Thanksgiving Thursday. It's Friday morning for me, so it is over. Thanksgiving here. What little they did have. So I will be going back to work. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Lift daily and achieve your impossible. See ya.